Okay, so first of all, I'm on the Wikipedia page for national emergencies in the United States, and I am going to copy the URL. Then I'll go to an Excel spreadsheet and I'll go to data and get data from the web. And I will paste in the URL that I just copied. Then I need to find the correct table. So that's this one here. And then we'll go to transform data. I'll start by deleting the columns that I don't need. And then I'll go to transform and use first row as headers. You'll notice that I have a couple of null values here. And if we go back to Wikipedia and scroll down, we can see that that's because sometimes one cell is split across two rows. So in order to fix this, I need to select the column and then fill down. Then the next thing we have is that sometimes there are numbers in square brackets after the dates. And these numbers are the references to the related Wikipedia articles. In order to remove those, I'm going to go to extract and then text before delimiter. And the delimiter will be a square bracket and OK. Then I'll go to add column because I want to check that it's getting the date formatting correct. And I'll go to date and then pass. And this will turn the text date into an actual date. And I'm just going to scan down the first few to make sure that it's done it correctly. Remember that I'm in the UK, so my date formatting goes day, month, year. Then I am going to pull out another date and just get the year this time. And we can delete the first date here now and rename this column to date. Then I'm going to filter the year column to show me only numbers greater than 1977 because I'm only interested in the more recent emergencies. Then I can go to Home and Close and Load To. And I'll put this in the existing worksheet and I'll select this cell here and OK. Now I've got my table into Excel. The next thing I'm going to do is add in a couple more columns. So I'll start off with putting in a new column called P year. And this is because the presidential terms don't exactly line up with the calendar year. So I'm going to put an if test in here, and the test will be if this date here is less than, and then I'll use the date function. The year will be this year here, the month will be 1, and the day will be 20. And I'll say if this is true, then I want to take this year here and subtract 1 from it. And if it is not true, then I just want the year and close brackets and enter. And so this will take any emergency that was declared before the 20th of January and push it back to the previous year. So in most cases, the year stays the same, but you can see sometimes the year is 1 less. Then I want to add in a column for the political parties. For this, I'm going to use an XLOOKUP formula. The lookup value will be the name of the president. The lookup array will be the list of names here, and that needs to be an absolute cell reference. And the return array is going to be the parties column, and that also needs to be an absolute cell reference. And close brackets and enter, and I get a bunch of R's and D's. Next thing I want to do is create the actual table that is going to be plotted. So I'm going to start with 1977. Then I will click and drag this down, and we're going to be filling the series, and I'll drag down until I get to 2025. Then I want 2 columns here, one for the Democrats and one for the Republicans. And we'll fill this table using a COUNTIFS formula. Criteria range 1 will be all of the presidential years, and criteria 1 is going to be the year in this row. Then criteria range 2 will be the political party, and criteria 2 will be the party at the top of this column. And that needs to be an absolute cell reference and close brackets. Then I'm going to copy this and then press enter. And then I'll paste this formula in here. And the only thing that needs to change is the column heading. Then I will double click to send both of those formulas down. Now that we've created the table, I can select this and go to Insert and insert a 2D stacked bar chart. And I'll pull this to the side and make this bigger. And double click on the bars and change the gap width to be 10%. Then I'm going to go to Insert and insert a rectangle and click and drag to draw this. I'll leave the fill color as is because Democrats are blue, and then change the shape outline to have a larger weight, and I'll make it 6 points. Then we'll go to the line formatting and change the transparency to 100%. And so now we have a transparent border. I'll press Ctrl+C to copy this, then click on the Democrat bars in the chart and Ctrl+V to paste. Then I'll go back to the fill, and we can change this here now to stack and scale width, and the unit is automatically 1. And so now each national emergency is 1 rectangle. I'm going to select this shape again and change the fill to red this time, and copy it and select the Republican bars this time and paste them in here, and then go back to the fill and change it to stack and scale width. Then I can delete some of the bits that I don't need. And then let's add in a title. And I'm going to make all of the text black, and then I'll make the title bold, and then let's change this line here so that it is black, and I'll make the border of the whole chart also be black, and then I'll select the horizontal axes and make this line black as well, and I'll also give this some tick marks. Then I want to add in the names of the presidents. So for this, I'm going to create another column, and I'll create this using another XLOOKUP formula. And the lookup value will be the year in this row. Then the lookup array is going to be the start year column in this table, and that needs to be an absolute cell reference. And the return array needs to be the names of the presidents. And that also needs to be an absolute cell reference. And then for if not found, I'm going to put 2 quotation marks with nothing in between, so I get a blank cell. Then I'll double click to send this formula down. Then I need to click on one of the series in the chart and then drag this out so it includes the column with the names. I'm not happy with the way this name is formatted at the top, so I'm going to go down to the bottom of this table and delete this value, and then add in a bunch of extra spaces here so Excel still sees this as different. Then I'll select this table and go to Insert and Shapes and insert a text box and click and drag. Then I need to type in the name, and then if I select the axes here, I'll make this a little bit smaller. Then select the text box again and make the size match. Then try and maneuver this so it lines up reasonably. Okay, so in this video I have shown you how to make a national emergencies chart in Excel, and that is everything.